Today I'm going to be answering the question, why we teach literature. When thinking about literature, we think of students learning and mastering the text to put it into words so we understand that they learned it. But literature goes way far beyond that. It can help them connect with characters to understand who they are as a person and to understand history and why it's important why we learn history. It also kind of helps them become critical thinkers. Secondary ELR classes are very essential tool for developing personal and intellectual growth because that's not something that is taught, but through readings we can understand it. Shallowwater explains that one of the main purposes of teaching literature is to help students become active readers rather than just passive ones. Active readers meaning they're actively involved in the reading, where they're loving it, they want to continue the story. And then passive readers are just reading it so they can get an A in the class, or just so they can pass. When students engage with text, their learning is constructed. It's just not simply given. That's something that they have to learn through literature. That it's a process that helps the critical thinking skills by asking them to analyze the language, the themes, and the perspective instead of just memorizing the information. Another reason is that it also helps students connect to their cultural and their shared human experiences. In nonfiction and fiction, there are very, very similar experiences. Like in books, there can be students that don't understand something or having a hard time at home, and maybe that student is also doing that, or having a hard time at home, and they don't want to talk about it with anybody because it's embarrassing or whatever. But having that outlet to where they can read about it and how that either imaginary character or the real person handled that situation can help them become a better person and understand how to express it to people. It also emphasizes the importance in helping students' identity and self-awareness. Adolescence is where the stage of where people are asking themselves, why am I here? Where do I fit in? What's my purpose? And that's also not a given thing, but literature can show that it can help understand what it is, whether it be reading people's journals that are published, like biographies, autobiographies, just reading everything that they may believe, whether it be religious text or just a fiction book that they really like, that they really connect with. Our role as teachers in guiding students through literature is delivering fixed meanings, not just, okay, read this and give me an essay back. As teachers, we need to be proactive in making sure that they're understanding it far beyond just what we're asking them for. As teachers, we're facilitators who encourage discussion, multiple interpretations, because everybody learns different and everybody will have a different meaning of what the color pink is, as an example. Some people think that like magenta falls under that, but as our role as teachers, we need to make sure that it's understood that literature does not just have one interpretation but has multiple. But as teachers, we need to make that clear so the learning environment is comfortable for students to express their ideals and where they can learn from one another. Literature not only shows that they can be good, that it can be helpful to them for learning how to bake or how to do something, but it can also help them grow as a person by learning that whatever it may be from reading something.